Hi, I'm Kate Warren, and I'm here with Camille Smith of Work in Progress Coaching.
Hey, Kate.
Here in not-so-sunny California. And Camille, you and I met each other about a year ago.
How did we get connected?
We met because I came to the Santa Cruz Chamber of Commerce event, and you were doing your coaching 25 cents peanuts style.
That's right.
And then we discovered we knew some people in common, and since that time, we have been having a rich and interesting conversation about values, haven't we, and about how organizations behave. And I wanted to kind of share you with the wider world, and especially with people in the UK who won't know a lot about the very interesting work that you do with people and businesses.
Where do we start?
Well, I would love it if we have been having a really interesting conversation, haven't we, about the nature of commitment this morning, and about how you think about commitment in organizations and in coaching. And I would love it if you would say something about commitment.
Well, thanks, first of all, for coming over to the house. You know, one of the things we said earlier today was we kind of wondered how committed are people?
Yeah.
And the reflection I had is that I think we are all very deeply committed, that we get stopped in expressing it because we have concerns about what if it doesn't work out, and you know, the things like we're going to look foolish, and I tried it before and it didn't work. And I think one of the things that I find when I work with people is they are deeply, deeply committed.
Yes.
And they've tried a ton of things, a ton, and they've just gotten burned and blunted and thwarted.
Yeah.
And yet they're still willing to say, you know what, if I had my druthers, if I had it any way I could be, this is what I want.
Yes.
So that's what I listen for.
Yes.
From people. And I hear it all the time, and I also hear this kind of exasperation.
That's what I call a coaching sigh.
Yeah,
you know, when you hear that, you know, you're getting somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. So what I really listen for is giving people a way to say what's there, down, deep, and inside of them, and then throwing lots of fuel on that.
Yes. So if you're somebody, say, who's a leader in an organization, how important is that kind of truthful commitment to what you really, really want?
I think it's the first question.
Okay.
I think it's the first question, which is, what are you committed to having for your organization? I think the second question, which often doesn't get asked, who do you want to be for your organization?
Yes.
And that second question usually stops people cold. Because nobody ever asks them, who do you want to be? It's just, what are you going to do for me? You know, what's the sales? How many, you know, cans of tuna are you going to produce, or soup? And so they've got the what.
Yes.
Even if they say, well, I want a culture of productivity.
But then who are you going to need to be for that, to create that kind of climate around you, right? Because leaders create the weather in their business. And that implies change as well, is what I'm hearing also, that you might be this kind of person now, but for your organization to be what you wish to create, you might have to make a shift in how you tend to be.
And I think one of the most difficult things for leaders, especially successful leaders, which for a lot of the people we talk to, right? They've already
They might not always see themselves as so successful, but they for sure are.
It's giving up the knowledge that got them to where they were, to be able to then, and not have a beginner's mind, but to have their past success inform them, but not shackle them.
Yes.
And that's tough for successful people. It's tough for me.
Yeah, and for me also.
If I had a great coaching...
I think that's a really truthful thing you just said, and it causes me to think also about, I think so often people in early stages of their career, it's all about the work ethic and about being massively productive. And there comes a point in a lot of people's careers where as they move into more senior roles, it's not really about productivity, it's about quality of thinking.
Yeah.